Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney. Of course, we're gonna continue. Last time I felt pretty stupid, I'm gonna be honest. But this time we're gonna redeem ourselves, hopefully. We'll see. We're gonna investigate and we're gonna find all the clues. Let's hope we will. Anyways, February 23rd, 2:15 p.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. At the same time. That makes no sense. I wonder what this is about. What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least. Alright, let's do it. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Well, yeah, exactly. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go! Science awaits us! February 23rd, Prosecutor's Office, underground parking lot. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in the evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum, was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. But how could she have kicked it over? My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never! Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all! It's just... we're both professionals at what we do. And I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? The situation called for one thing, and that is luminal testing fluid. Luminal? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press enter to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some bloodstains. Oh! Wait. Like this? Oh my god! There! Let's examine. Yeah, I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a bloodstain? It's so... Emma, you're shaking. It's just... this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a bloodstain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course? What's odd about this, scientifically? The bloodstain location or the amount of blood? Good question. I don't know. He was stabbed. I mean, I don't think it's the amount of blood, because maybe it was soaked up by his clothes. But the location, because it wasn't at his head, so let's say location. Why? The bloodstain's location, of course. It's elementary. Huh? Why is that elementary? I mean, I would think that if there was a fight, you'd expect some bloodstains here. I suppose you might think that. Come on, Mr. Wright, we're all counting on you. Oh, I guess it was not the right choice. There is something odd about this bloodstain. But if it's not the location of the blood, then maybe... Maybe it's the amount of blood that's odd. I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. But it could still be from the bloodstain, right? It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm going to mark up the floor plans when we find a bloodstain, okay? Oh, okay. See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah. And this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Luminal testing fluid received from one very proud-looking Emma's guy. Solution used for scientific investigation. Finds blood traces. Spray to use. Can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of the day. Yeah, it feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Ha! Oh, I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Star! You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. Oh, it's a day old. Sorry, it's just that kind of fleet doesn't really get my mouth watering. Sure, let's talk to her. Today's trial. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see? I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us. But what? And Detective Star? So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me... They cuffed it up. The cuff-up queen cuffed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the cuff-up queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go? Fired? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. SL9! Oh my god! SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... That's the thing from the note. Let's present this. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know? Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transfer the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Let's see if we can... Oh my god, talk. Nope, we cannot. Let's present something else then. Maybe this? Okay, I think that's the same. This? If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even if I get flustered sometimes. So, you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? What was that time? What? Maybe the cell phone? It was when I grabbed the chief prosecutor on the shoulder. She dropped that phone on the pavement. That's when you heard her talking about the muffler, right? Little did I know, it was a trap. The red car's muffler and the prosecutor's red muffler. What was Miss Skye really trying to say? I wonder. I wonder as well. This knife? A body with Edgeworth's knife stuck in it was found in Edgeworth's car. I think he owes me his gratitude. Gratitude? Why, if I hadn't witnessed the crime, Mr. Edgeworth would have been the suspect. I wonder. Still, it's strange. Why didn't our chief prosecutor have her own murder weapon ready? That is strange. One knife wound. Maybe the shoe? Could you take a look at this? You... yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? Okay, she doesn't have an answer for that. Let's go back and move. Or actually, can we examine? Is there anything new here? So this is the famous oil drum. Well, no time like the present. I'll try to kick it over myself. Yeah! That's okay, don't cry. Little Anna Skye must be one strong woman. As I said, I don't think it's possible to knock over that oil drum if you're not like super strong or anything. So this is the famous divider. It sure helped us knock a hole in the testimony today. Come to think of it, this divider helped our case more than the actual witness. The Great Divider, a chip of the old parking block. It's just a wall, scientifically speaking. The phone? Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears! Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. It's still broken. Okay. Aha! A ladder! That's a step ladder. Okay, we had that. The security room? So that's where Miss Starr saw the incident from. You can probably see quite a lot from up here. It probably means she wasn't lying when she said she saw Miss Skye stab him. Where's the security guard anyway? Well, this is just something I heard. But apparently he went out to buy coffee for Miss Starr. That woman is a force to be reckoned with. And I think that's all. This hatch? Nope. Let me just check if we can do the blood test. Spray! Let's see if we find anything here. So far, nothing. Oh! Look what we found! There is some blood here! Oh my god! I'm glad I checked so thoroughly! This blood must be from when Lana... No! My sister isn't a murderer! But she did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime? And her right hand is bandaged. Hey! Just whose side are you on? This has nothing to do with taking sides. So this means that Lana's hand had blood on it. This just keeps getting worse. Anything else? The oil drum? Nope. The wall? The security room! Okay, I think we're done here. Let's slide over. But I don't think we'll find any more blood here. Nope. Okay. Let's go back. And move. To the detention center. February 23rd. Detention center. Visitors room. Looks like Miss Guy is in questioning. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time? Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant say they'd arrested a suspect in a police department murder? Let's come back later. Okay, let's move. To the Criminal Affairs Department. February 23rd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. It makes my head hurt. Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up, or we could wind up dead. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Examine... the Blue Badger? The police mascot. Blue Badger, the future star of the police force. The sign's a little changed from the one outside. Oh well, the dancing Blue Badger, TM, is still under development, you see. You have it trademarked? Absolutely, it's cutting edge stuff. Very now. I showed this doll here to my daughter and she burst into tears. Don't show her moving mock-ups outside, then you'll give her nightmares. I don't think there's anything here for us to do. Police department entrance? Police department entrance. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they are blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here, after all. So, the evidence room. The scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk. Here it is! She's like a kid at an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Okay. Guard station. I guess that's it. What? Oh my god, the outfits! The cowboy hat! What? The alcohol! February 23rd, evidence room entrance. Guard station. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond the door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime? It sure seems that way. Oh! What's wrong? It's those cacti. They are so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. What? If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Yeah, me too. Let's examine. There's a lasso? Look on the floor, a lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap? Here? Wait, I know! Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed! Sure, and have an active imagination. Texas. Yeah. Cactus, alcohol, computer. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. Yeah, let's do that. We check this. Okay, the cactus. Yipes, these sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. Tsundere. How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. Phoenix, come on! It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Aww. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. Yeah. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? A punchy? Ponchy? Pinchy? I know! A poochie! A poncho? Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. This? The alcohol? The door? The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? Sorry if you can hear the sirens. I think we'd need someone's permission to go in there first. Yeah, I think so too. And this? Nope. Is that all? This! The swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch! I'd say it'd be more of a yeah myself. And that's all we can do here? We have checked this, the cacti. I guess that's all. Oh, we can talk about the SL9 incident. Okay. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. Oh my god, the 3 of them! The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So, they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence. Of a sort. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those. Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. Detective Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated the case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait! Those lunches you sell! There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyways? Just when all the detectives from SN9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie... What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes? Then you should take this. Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Steak lunch received from Miss Starr. Oh, Marshall. Oh, it says there. Received from Miss Starr. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Miss Starr? Officer Marshall, is he your... are you his... Are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too, back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you, Officer Jake Marshall. And that's all. I have a feeling we can move... Oh, High Prosecutor's office. Let's do a quick detour over there. Let's see if we can do anything here. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's office, room 1202. Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edro is not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. Huh? I guess we'll have to come back. Okay, nothing to do here, I guess. In that case, let's move to the police department. Police department, entrance. This place is charged with frantic energy as always. Please! Huh? Wasn't that... Oh, one steak lunch, please! Oh, it's you! Detective Gumshoe! Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. Huh. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We've caught a criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about stabbing in a police department evidence room, right, pal? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't going to fill my belly. Wait! Don't leave! If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figured he's down there, having a good cry. Later. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. In that case, let's go to the Wright & Co. law offices and to the detention center. There we go, yeah. Detention center, visitor's room. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. What? Ween? What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say. Who's that? What? Oh my god! Hi. Greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Meekins. Excuse me, but it's Mr. Edward, anywhere on the premises. I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Officer Meekins, so you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. He has an injured hand. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't... Is he? You... Officer Meekins, you didn't... Did you... Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir! What? What? Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Let's talk. Day of the crime. Oh my god, can you shut up with that thing? Oh no. Sir, I'm a patrolman with general affairs, sir! Sir! Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person! Yeah, what the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. That's a lot of colors. And when I came to, I was here, in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could do to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like her, I thought the same thing. Just like Miss Guy. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. Sure, let's talk about the bandaged hand. About your hand. Did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, it happened when the detective pointed that knife at me. I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were... Huh? Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then, when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock! Oh, the sorrow, sir! Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. The victim? I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention, and alive and well at that. Ah yes, well it's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Do you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comfort. What? Other creature comforts. What? I don't know any detectives. So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone's around here is more confused than I am. Okay. Present? Let's present that weapon. Officer Meekins, this is for you. Ah! I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted you to take a look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. I was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to look at that knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Huh. Maybe we can present this? Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir. He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. Okay. I really don't know what we would present to him. So let's move. Maybe we can move to the High Prosecutor's office now? Nope. Okay, let's talk what to do. Well, where should we begin? Oh well, isn't it obvious? You should begin with that, you know, that thing. The mystery of the victim, I guess. How could one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in 2 places simultaneously? Oh, well, you see. We should go to the police department. The evidence room, was it? I'm not being very useful here, am I? No, you're being very helpful. Any ideas? Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. There was that business with him not reading that officer's report. Ah, about the killing at the police department. Right. Oh my god. Chief of Police was right about that. But I can't help but think. Someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. Huh. Maybe we can present Goodman's ID? Do you think you could take a look at this? That's it, sir! That's it! That's it! That's what? My head was blank until this very moment. But now, sir, I remember! I remember, sir! You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card was the cause of it all! This ID card? I was actually not expecting that this was gonna do anything, so I'm very surprised that it actually worked out. Exactly, sir, that's exactly it! Oh my god, I hate that! Please stop with the sound. Nothing could be more exact, sir, nothing! I'd better pry into this one a little deeper. Oh, and now we can talk about the crime details. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, so you might say I'm a little lost patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir! That's what I've been trying to tell you! So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me! What? Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now! So I whooped and leaped at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do unto to others... What? Do unto to others before they do unto you! My own father's words, sir. What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Right. Reason for arrest. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir! Dad! That's what I wanted to say! That's it. I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here? They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. What? That's so shady. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime! My crime! The crime I swore to stamp out! It's there! It's me! It's on tape! And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry! Really sorry, sir! I'll hand over my badge! I don't deserve it! No, thanks. I have my own. Well, better we'd go check out the crime scene. Okay, let's do that now. February 23rd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Hey, Mr. Wright! Look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives' desk! It's Police Chief Gant. Are you sure this is all, You know what it means if there is anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats. Under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, dear? Yes, sir. We'll score the place again, sir. The Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered. Aha! Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh ho ho! Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? And the music, oh my god, let's talk about Edgeworth. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, Worthy. Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry comedy with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in a defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Rido? Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court you fixed it, so he was caught for forging evidence. Oh, wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of a turmoil, you might say. Why, they just do about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. Oh, what? Oh no, I don't want it to be bad for Worthy. Evidence room incident. It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on the turf too. I mean, they're being the prosecutors, I assume? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Rido, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyways. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets, can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job, just keeping the Chief of Detectives trapped shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier. Huh? You saw that? Oh, whoops! I wonder what it was that he wanted the Chief of Detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Let's... what should we do? Present? The ID card, maybe? I was wondering, could you take a look at that? Ah, sorry, Rido. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Go find the guy who can't seem to sit still out here. The busy one. The guy who can't sit still? Does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Either him or the Dancing Blue Badger. Okay. SL9, maybe? I was wondering. And that's the same, okay? Okay, seems we can't present anything here, so let's move to the entrance, maybe? And then to the guard station. Nope. Can we talk to him, maybe? Oh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the Chief of Police want you to do? Well, see over there. That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that, just in case. Oh, that's Phoenix. Okay. Goodman's lost item report, added to the court record. A half-written document, dated 2/21. Can only be submitted to the Chief of Police. 2/21? Wait a second. 2/21? I wonder, there must be some sort of, I don't know, connection, right? I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Okay, maybe we can go there now. To the entrance and to the guard station. Nope. Okay. I was so hopeful that we could do that. Let's move back to the criminal affairs department. And talk, maybe? Permission to enter! Okay. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Raido asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Oh my god, stop staring. I hate it. Stop staring! No, Raido. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Raido, please, do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate the room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. It just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you here, you can borrow this. Huh? Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir. It's an honor. You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. It looks pretty cool on my label, doesn't it? Label? Huh. Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir. Because, sir, we need to go into the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on a girl. Okay, let's move to the evidence room. And there we are. What now? This. The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha! The card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, well. What's made my Bambina's sky so grey? Oh my god, it's him again. Oh, Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him? What's that why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw! The card you got there on your chest. It's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw? Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. Beep. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. Let's see if we can talk. Guard station? I was wondering if we could talk to you. Sorry, Bambina, but I'm off to roam the lands like a tumbleweed on the wide prairie. Like a gunslinger loading a six-shooter, I say a little prayer. What was that sound? Grook? What was that all about, Mr. Wright? I think he was just too hungry to talk. You're just saying that because his stomach was growling. That was his stomach, okay. You have no idea what he was talking about either. Well, in any case, we need to get cracking on this investigation pronto. Okay. Let's present. This. That smell. Reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Yeah, Miss Starr. What's this? What? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch. I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright, Bambina, you win. Anything. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Okay, perfect. Let's talk. Guard station. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Oh, that poor little doggy. Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Okay, let's talk about him. Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. A drinking hole? Okay, no idea what that means. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There's some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case? That's right. The evidence transfers. Edgeworth was talking about the transfers too. Let's talk about the security system. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. Oh. 819-514 Goodman entered. 189, I mean. And what is that 77777? So this is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen it somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Let's talk about the transferal first, and then we'll present the ID. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We kept only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years, so we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county's sheriff's department. It's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see now. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed. Forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. Okay, let's present this ID card. See this? This is the victim's ID card. Ah, the one that was on the ground in a parking lot. The number on this is 584-189-2189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. There it is. Look at the fourth number. It's a perfect match. It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. That means Lana's guy couldn't have stabbed him unless someone had his ID card. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me! If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. ID card record added to the court record. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Okay. Let's move to the evidence room. Oh! February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Oh, Gumshoe! Ah! Oh! Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So it's true what I heard. Right, oh please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate the room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So Chief of Police Gant will loan anyone $50? Even me? I don't know if that's the right message to take from this. Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you want to have this. Evidence room floor plans added to the court record. Scene of the stabbing of a detective at the PD, police department. And guys, I think this might be a good place to wrap it up because we've been going for a long while. And I think we can continue next time, since my voice is already a bit tired. But I had a lot of fun today. It was very interesting and we found out some interesting stuff. I am so puzzled about this case. I have no idea how it's gonna turn out or what's gonna happen. And I hope you're just as excited for the future of this case as I am. Well, I'll see you in the next episode of Ace Attorney. Goodbye, everyone!